Hey, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Bienvenidos a mi canal. My name is Ascending Luna, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be seeing what guidance you need to know right now, ahorita, for the solar eclipse that is happening in Scorpio starting October 25th to November 7th. Scorpio is all about rebirth, transformation. So what it is that you need, what guidance do you need to hear ahorita about this solar eclipse? The energy is already here, so you might be feeling that energy just as much as I am, especially because I am a Scorpio stellium, so fun times. Okay, so I'm going to compile 3 different piles. Voy a hacer 3 diferentes cartas, and you're just going to go ahead and select whichever pile you vibe with. And anything about me and my readings, along with the timestamps, will be down in the description box down below. Okay. All right, that was a mouthful. All right, so let's see. For pile 1. Whoop. Pile 1, you're going to be the turtle. La tortuga. Pile 2, you're going to be La víbora, the snake. It's a beautiful card. And last but not least, pile number 3, número 3, is going to be the butterfly, la mariposa. All right, I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the tortuga, the turtle card here. And the turtle card, when I first pulled it out, I thought about Finding Nemo and that turtle character Crush, and how Crush is such a free spirit, and how he just goes with the flow, and almost in, you know, like a surfer, like, just relax, dude, just go with the flow is what I'm like hearing. And Spirit is kind of saying, like, you need to relax. You need to relax and go with the flow. Siento también como una urgencia, like an urgency coming from your energy here. And Spirit is kind of asking you, like, you need to slow down. You need to have some patience here. And to stay grounded. The turtle is a very fast animal in the water, but it's very slow on earth. And I feel that Spirit is asking you to stay a little bit more grounded, to kind of embody that earth energy more so. So you might have earth and water in your top 3, or very heavy in your chart. And with this eclipse season that's coming in, because I feel like it's going to be kind of like a catapult energy, that Spirit is asking you to kind of go within in your shell and to slow down. And also the turtle symbolizes ancient wisdom. So también siento que personas de tu pasado, or familia, ancestors, people who were really important to you, or who you want to be able to connect with, or who want to connect with you, I feel like there's this ancient wisdom that wants to come in from your ancestors, and they're trying to send you messages. So you might be bombarded with like a lot of synchronicities, like, or you might be receiving like almost like subliminal messages when you're watching TV, when you're scrolling through TikTok, when you're talking to someone. And I feel like there's this inner calling for you to connect with your ancestors here. And if you're Mexican, you might be feeling this urge. I'm not sure. Or yeah, like for some of you, you might be Latinos. And and you feel this urge to kind of set up an altar and kind of celebrate Dia de los Muertos for some of you. That's a very specific message. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but there's this need for you to kind of go down memory lane when it comes to your ancestors, because there's ancient wisdom waiting for you to be passed down to you here. Okay. All right. Let's see what else, Spirit, for pile 1. What else? You got Leo the Lover, which talks about being expressive, creative, loving, playful, self-confidence, being proud, trusting. Let's see what else. You also got, focus, number 30, conflict, differences. Okay. I think this is the reason why they want you to slow down here. To me, Leo, the Lover, is somebody who loves to be on the, very stereotypical, but somebody who likes to be in the spotlight, but is very nurturing. Leos remind me of kitty cats. So they're very loving, but they're very protective. And then I also got the scenery from Coco, the Alebrije, for Mama Imelda. Her spirit animal was a cat, but this cat was massive and huge, and I feel that that's kind of like the energy that this Leo card is giving me right now. And with this conflict card, I feel like there is some sort of conflict in your life that is asking you to kind of step into this Leo energy. Now, even though it says the Lovers, it's kind of giving me like the mama, like the mama protecting her cubs. And I feel that, and even so too, like very protective, because the turtles also talks about protection. So Spirit might be asking you to also to upping up your protection magic, and really harnessing that protective and grounding energy, because there's something here that you need to defend. There's something here that you definitely need to defend here, especially with this conflict card. There's some sort of situation that is going to come up in the eclipse season that you need to stand your ground, and you need to use the wisdom that you have learned and put it to use here. Okay, let's see what else. What else? Hold your vision. Yeah, again, with this kind of not like backing down. There might be something that you want to bring into the spotlight, and Spirit is saying hold your vision. Do not let other people sway you from a vision that you have, or to speaking or expressing yourself here. There's definitely, even though Spirit is asking you to stay grounded, because the turtle spirit is also the ability to stay grounded even in moments of disturbance and chaos. So definitely this eclipse season is going to bring in some sort of chaotic conflict, and Spirit is saying not to lash out, not to, in a sense, attack, but be confident and stand your ground and hold your vision, and not allow other people to sway you. So if something were to come up and you're kind of being, in a sense, pressured into caving in and not holding your ground, Spirit is saying, like, no, you need to hold your ground. You need to stay grounded through this conflict, because you're going to come up on top here, okay? Let's see, what else? You got Amarama. Where are you being called to journey? Let me read. I'm being called to, I don't normally read the booklet. I just go intuitively with what I see here, but I'm being told to read from the booklet here. So there could be a very important message here for you. Let's see. All right. The Celtic word, here, so if you could screenshot it. The Celtic word Amar means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pull this card, you're either being called on a soul journey or you're already on one. It could be a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You're being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Okay, so that explains why I was getting like the Dia de los Muertos. It might be that your soul is being called to go back to places that your ancestors used to be. Not just like, like maybe their birth country. Maybe your lineage isn't from here or from wherever you're at, and Spirit is asking you to not Spirit, but your soul is yearning for the things that are familiar, they feel like home. Okay. Perhaps the journey to the world's sacred sites, or call to cross country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. Okay, that right there, old friends to meet. I feel like this is your ancestors calling you back home to reconnect with them, especially here with the grounded energy of the turtle is, climb a mountain, lie in the desert. That's all very grounded energy, and your ancestors are calling you back home for you to come back and be grounded. Okay. I see spontaneous privileges in your future. If a physical voyage is impossible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you're being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. Again, the whole concept of ancient wisdom. There's ancient wisdom that is calling on your soul. It's tugging at your heartstrings, and this eclipse season is going to bring that into light. Now, I'm going to clarify the conflict card because I'm still a little bit kind of iffy about it, but we'll go from there. Okay, so it also has this work your light activation here. Let me focus and go ahead and screenshot it. There might be a message there for you as you could work or do some sort of affirmation or ritual here. Okay, all right. All right, let's pull some tarot, and then I'll go ahead and clarify that conflict card. Okay, what else, Spirit, for pile 1? Ace of Swords. So there is this truth that wants to shine in your life, and this eclipse season is calling you to follow this truth. All right, the Ace of Swords is a potential here, an idea, something that has yet that wants to start. So there's definitely here a journey that your soul is calling for you, and here it is with the mountain. So it might be that your soul is like calling for you to go into the mountains and just kind of soak up the energy of the earth, soak up the energy of your ancestors. Like they're calling for you. I feel like this yearning being called here for you in this eclipse season. So I feel too that you are going to rely on a lot of ancient wisdom from your ancestors here, that there's going to be some revelations for you that are going to come up. Okay. Justice. Yeah. Justice talks about karma and balance here. So it could be too that you are breaking free from some karmic cycles here, and you're seeing the truth of the matter. So there could be truths being exposed that are going to release you from any karmic cycles, whether it's your own karma or I'm hearing generational trauma. So you might be diving deep into generational trauma, which then kind of reminds me of this conflict. So you might have some sort of differences, or it might for some of you, and this might not resonate with all of you, that you might have some sort of discussion with a family member about something, about maybe facing some sort of trauma perhaps during this time. And some truth that's going to bring in some healing and some truth into releasing you from some sort of karmic cycle here, okay? Yeah, this is definitely 10 of Cups here. And then at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ace of Pentacles, so 2 aces. So this is a new beginning that is happening during this eclipse season. And I feel that is going to happen when some sort of discussion, something about, it might be that you grew up, this might be triggering for some of you, that you might have grown up with your voice being silenced, with your self-expression being silenced, and you're kind of you're going to finally speak up about it. And it's going to break some generational trauma when it comes to self-expressing yourself in this world, because you might have grown up in a family where you were told to, maintain las apariencias, to maintain the appearances of, you can't be different. You have to be a certain type of way here, okay? Spirit, can you please clarify this conflict card for me? Clarify the conflict card for me. Clarify the conflict card for me. You got the Sun, which is Leo. You got also the Emperor. And I also think Emperor is father figure. So there could be some sort of father wound, or a wound when it comes to the masculine energy in your family here. All right, that has blocked away your happiness and blocked away your ability to shine. And this conflict is going to be resolved in the month, not in the month, but during this eclipse season. It's going to kind of catapult for you to speak up and for you to hold your ground, for you to shine. Okay. There's definitely something here that your ancestors are helping you with, some sort of conflict, some sort of karmic cycle, especially here with this 10 of Cups, because 10 of Cups is also about family. It's about wish fulfillment. So it's like the happily ever after. And I feel that your ancestors are here to help you, to release you from a karmic cycle when it comes down to your family and your self-expression here. All right. Let's see. And I'm going to leave it with just a little bit of, I guess I'm going to call it like a little bit of encouraging words or advice from Spirit. What advice do you have for Pile 1, Spirit? Look at that. You got... I cannot make this up. Focus. Focus, please. Hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. Spirit is saying, no más. Es tiempo para que tu luz salga, para que tu luz brille. It's time for your light to shine, and it's time for you to hold your ground. Again, with this hold your vision, be grounded. And the sun and the Leo card here, that it's time for you to hold your ground when it comes to your self-expression here. And this eclipse season is going to really shine that spotlight on you, and it's going to be a little bit, you know, it's going to be a little bit bumpy. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but Spirit is saying like, nah, your ancestors got you, your spirit guides got you. Like, just trust and keep on, you know, keep both your feet planted on the ground and show them the lioness, the lion that you are. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that here for you, pile one, and I will see you in another reading. Bye. Adios. Hello, bienvenidos, pile number 2. So you were drawn to the snake card, La Víbora. Now, the snake card talks about transformation and healing. The snake is a wisdom of expression when it comes through healing and being a protector. It also reminds me too of like shedding of old skin. And I feel that with this eclipse season that's coming up for you, especially with the Scorpio, that it's going to be like a rebirth for you. You're shedding away old skin, una parte de ti that no longer aligns with you. You are letting go in this eclipse season versions of yourself that no longer align with you. And this includes other, you know, people, places, and things. It talks about awakening, and then also as well as your intuition being heightened. So for some of you, siento que tus sueños, they have been very more vivid. Your dreams have been extremely more vivid, and there are messages there for you that it's almost like a calling, like, you know, that a transition in your life is happening and that change is coming, and you are seeing it very more so vividly in your dreams. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some oracle and then some tarot, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, so let's see. For number 2, La Víbora snake, what do you have, Spirit? What is the guidance that you have for pile 2 for this eclipse season in Scorpio? You got square challenge, which talks about tension and frustrations and struggles, hurts, and something that is very challenging here. So I'm gonna pull some more oracle, but like I also feel like I need to say that this transition, what you're going through, can feel very challenging for you. It's not easy to shed old skin. It's a process. Snakes make it look very so seamlessly, but it's a process, and it's exhausting. And this could be a very exhausting time for you here, where I'm also being like, you can't fit a square into a circle, and you can't fit a circle into a square. It's like I feel too that you're putting yourself in a box and you don't belong in there. Okay, there's this need for you to break free here, and this eclipse season is going to help you transition into this new life that is unfolding for you after eclipse season. Okay, you got natural disaster, risk, frustration, and survive. Okay, so this is giving me the Tower energy here. I feel that for you, my pile 2s, You have gone through a very like a tower moment in your life, and now you are being asked to transition out of this tower moment. All right. With natural disasters, it's unavoidable. You cannot avoid them. It's natural disasters. They just happen, and all you can do is wait the storm out, and then once the storm passes through, you have to rebuild again. And I feel for you, pile 2, that you have gone through a very an unavoidable transformation here. And es tiempo para que sigas adelante. It's time for you to move forward. And that's why I'm getting that word a lot, the healing part, because snakes also symbolize healing. Especially here as the snake is eating itself here right now. I'm hearing like, don't repeat the same cycle again. You have outgrown something here, and it's time to let it go. This could be a person for you, pile 2. This could have been a job, even a way of self too. There's something here that you experience a very massive tower moment, and you are now in the phase of rebuilding, and it's time to get out of that survival mode. It's time to shed that skin that no longer suits you, okay? All right, let's see. What else for my pile 2? Pile number 1 also got this. I want to get a different card. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that here, but I'm also gonna get another different card, okay? That's too many. One more, please. What else for pile 1? So you could have been drawn to pile 1. So there could be a message there for you. You got step out of your comfort zone. What was I saying? Yeah, it's time for you to get out of the what is it? The shambles of what this tower was. It's time for you to get out of your own comfort, because what was is no longer here for you, pile number 2. No te quedes torada. Don't keep yourself stuck here. It's time for you to step out of who you used to be, of who you used to connect with, of what you used to identify with. I'm also feeling this sense of resistance here. Like, especially here, this girl is holding on to this umbrella, and the wind is like going the opposite of it holding, and this umbrella is going to be destroyed, and holding on to it is not gonna change it. Sometimes you have to let things go. Yeah, and Spirit is saying, like, you have to let this go. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing, or an old ideology of yourself, you need to let it go. Hold your vision here. I am called to read from the booklet. I usually don't read from the booklet. I just go by intuition here, but I feel like there is a message there for you, okay? Let's see. What is hold your vision? All right. If you need to screenshot it, there it is. It says, there are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break the deadlock. With 2 interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attuned to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings: staying in power, faith, patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. All right. I think that's it. Yeah. So definitely here with the square, the challenge, and the natural disaster, there seems to be a stagnation here in your life, and you're holding on to this stagnation, and Spirit is saying, like, no, it's time to heal. It's time to shed the old and bring in the new. And you can't do that by holding on to dead weight or dead skin or things that do no longer align with you. Like, you can see that she's like really exerting herself here, holding on to this. And this umbrella will never be the same after this. So I feel that you know that a certain situation in your life, whether it's a relationship or a job or, you know, anything, apply it to where you see fit, that you know that it's no longer the same, and you're holding on to what was, and you need to see what is, not what was. Okay, let's see what else for pile number 2. What other messages, what other guidance do you have for pile number 2? You have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And at the bottom, it's giving me that Tower, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Wow. There's definitely here something that you're clinging on to for dear life. And you know what this is, pile 2. Only you know what this is. This could be, again, I feel like I'm a broken record saying it. This could be a person, a place, a thing, even old concepts about yourself. And you're not allowing your intuition, your wisdom, your healing to come in because you're holding on. You're clinging on to something that what used to be, and you're not seeing the reality of it. You're trying to fit something where it no longer fits. You're trying to hold on to something that is no longer going to be the same. Okay? It's time to step into a new chapter. And it's so fitting too, because Scorpio is about rebirth and transformation. And there's definitely transformation here. I keep seeing the snake going round and around, eating itself. And there's this burst of energy that wants to come in. And the snake is just wrapping itself around this energy. And that, I feel like that's what you're doing, pile 2. I feel like you're wrapping yourself on this box, and you don't fit in this box. You don't fit into the situation or a person, a relationship, a job. And Spirit is asking you to like release it. I feel like this is going to be such a very triggering eclipse season for you, okay? It's going to be extremely triggering for you, because you're going to start seeing things that are going to be mirrored back to you, situations, circumstances, behaviors that are going to trigger you. And it's kind of like Spirit is kind of going to make it kind of obnoxious for you and saying like, hey, is this really what you want? Going in circles, whatever this is, a merry-go-round, is this really what you want? You're really stopping yourself from going to this very fruitful energy here, because you're clinging on to the shambles of what used to be. Okay. All right, let me pull some tarot, and then I'm going to leave it with a word of encouragement from Spirit. All right. What else for pile number 2, please? What else for pile number 2? You got the Nine of Swords. All right, let's see what else. The Two of Wands. And one more. The Two of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Seven of Swords. And to me, this is telling me that you're definitely avoiding this change. You're avoiding the change that needs to come. You can't outrun the change because the change it's already happening. It's already happened for some of you. And you're clinging on to something, and it's keeping you in this very stagnant energy because you got the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. And to me, the Two of Pentacles, especially with the water behind her, she is indecisive, especially when it comes to her emotions, at what to do next. And with the Two of Wands, it's like you're planning to make your next move. And Spirit is saying it's time to make the move. You can't plan this any further. You cannot stall the change that has been begging to come into your life, okay? With the Nine of Swords, there's so much mental confliction here, so much mental anguish, and I feel like you're in such a, you're grieving a loss because there's something here that you really wanted here. There's definitely something here that you really wanted, pile 2, to stay in your life, but it's just not aligning with you no more. And holding on to that is keeping you in this very stagnant energy. It's keeping you from your manifestations to come in. It's keeping you from your new version of yourself to come in. And it's okay to mourn and love what was lost. It's okay. You rest assured that it's okay for you to do that. Do not feel any shame for that. But holding on to something that is essentially broken here, especially with this umbrella, it's only prolonging your pain. Okay? Lots of love to you, pile 2. So let's just leave it here with a little bit of love from the universe, from Spirit. You got full moon. Protect your energy and hold your stars close. You need to put yourself first, pile 2. There is this need for you to protect yourself now. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to protect yourself because the snake is a protector. And you need to hold on to your stars. And your stars could be many things. That could be your peace of mind, your self-worth, your self-love, your identity, your self-respect. Hold on to your stars because nobody could take that away from you. Do not give others the power. Do not give situations and circumstances the power to suck away your energy. Whatever this is that you're holding on to has sucked your energy. It's continuing to suck your energy, and it's time for you to protect yourself, okay? It's time for you to nurture yourself now. It's time for you to bring in that healing that is very needed for you. And this eclipse season is going to kind of push you into it. There's no avoiding it anymore. Okay? That's all I have for you, pile number 2. And I will see you in another reading. Adios. Hello, pile numero 3, number 3. You were drawn to the butterfly card, the mariposa. And the butterfly talks about navigating gracefully into a major transition. It also symbolizes rebirth here and transformation, which is perfect and so fitting with this eclipse, solar eclipse in Scorpio, because Scorpio is also about transformation and rebirth. There is this sense here that Spirit is asking you to kind of find the joy in life right now, to kind of have like a playful view with the butterfly. You definitely have experienced a massive transformation, or you're going to be experiencing a very transformative transformation here during this eclipse season, and it's going to be very heightened here. You might be seeing a lot of butterflies, whether you're scrolling down through, you know, TikTok or Instagram, or you see it tattooed on someone, or you see it on TV, or somebody mentions it. So you could be really identifying with the butterfly here. And to me also too, I'm looking at this and I almost feel like a moth to the flame, but I know it's not the same. But that that quote came to mind here when I was looking at this picture, because it's like shining so bright here. There's definitely here a lot of moving through different life cycles. And it's also talking about, you know, your emotional and spiritual side. So I feel like this solar eclipse is going to catapult you into your spirituality and your emotional well-being, if you haven't so already started here. There's definitely here a metamorphosis going on. Okay, and I feel like it's more so with your emotions. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna pull some oracle, then some tarot, and we'll go from there. Let's see, what messages and guidance do you have, Spirit, for pile number 3? You got 2, which is the 4th house, roots, which talks about family, home, comfort, cooking, inner world. And it also talks about like your property and self-care. And then you also got number 9, which is the 9th house, which is seeking. Talks about travel, adventure, higher education, believes a spiritual quest. So that definitely talks about transitioning and opening up a new journey when it comes to your spirituality. There's definitely here some sort of transition, a major shift in your spiritual world, where you might be embarking on a new journey down a different path, or you might be ending a cycle in a different journey. So let's say you were on a journey of self-discovery, and now that you kind of have a sense of who you are or what you want, you are now seeking a different journey. And we're all go through different journeys. There's different cycles in our journey path here. So I feel like there's a new chapter opening up in your journey of spirituality. I don't know if that made sense. I feel like I rambled there a little bit, but I definitely see here that you are inspiring to soak up a lot of wisdom, and you could be also traveling here. You might be embarking on going back to, you know, your hometown, or visit the country where your parents came from, or grandparents, or etc., or visit ancient sites, such as, like, you know, the pyramids or temples. I feel like you're being called to embark on a new journey of self-discovery of a higher self, especially here with the higher educationer, because I feel like with the higher educational, like, I feel like you're going into a much more deeper realm here, not just superficial, like going to like a university. Some of you might be going to university, but I feel like there's a deeper calling of of your soul being called to, especially when it comes to your lineage, such as your family and your home here. This is giving me very pile 1 vibes, so you might have been drawn to pile 1. This could be a very collective thing, okay? But there's definitely here this sense of you seeking out adventure and a new journey unfolding for you, pile 3, where you're being asked to to morph yourself into this butterfly, and kind of also to cutting away from the roots, generational trauma, and cutting away from things that no longer align with you. You might be called to even move. Like for some of you, you might feel the need that you need to move locations, or move a job, or maybe even take a spontaneous trip. All right, because here I'm seeing the risk taking. Like Spirit is saying, like, you need to take a little bit more risk. I feel like you've been in your cocoon too long. Yeah. And it's time for you to convert into a butterfly. You know, you outgrown your cocoon, pile number 3. All right, let's see. What else, Spirit? You got Pride, number 4, which is the 4. So you could be seeing 444 a lot, or 44 could be very significant for you. And Pride talks about self-esteem, self-worth, and ego. Let's see what else. What else for pile? You got luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. What else for pile? We got Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And they're telling me to read from the book. I usually don't, but for some reason, in all the piles, they've asked me to read certain inserts from certain cards, which I find it kind of weird, but whatever Spirit wants, I'm gonna do. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to finish it with tarot, and then we'll go from there. So we got the 6 of Cups. The Hierophant. Okay, yeah. This is definitely a very spiritual pile here. You're embarking on your beliefs. And you're on a quest here. A spiritual quest here. All right. And 2 of Cups. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull that. For some of you, my pile number 3s, you are on a mission to be a mentor for humanity. Okay. You are here to uplift humanity. And Spirit is calling on you. There's this sense of being tugged at your heartstrings, as that there's a wisdom that you need to embark on. Okay, because I got gurus, and Hierophant could also be could be considered a guru. So for some of you, my pile number 3s, you guys are very powerful. Like, I'm talking about, like, ustedes vienen para ser maestros. You are here to be a teacher, to build a community, to be a guide, a light to humanity, especially with this card. So I'm going to go ahead and read the insert to that card, if I know where I put it. Lord, where did I put it? Oh, where did I put it? Oh no, did I lose it? Oh, it's right here. Sorry. Okay, let's see. All right. There you go. You could screenshot it. That way you could read it later. And this is, it says, the Pleiadians are a group of stars being dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at a soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. And then there's also this little insert that you could use. Screenshot it right here. So my pile threes, you are here to be teachers, to be inspiration, to uplift humanity here, especially with this Hierophant in the 9th house, because that to me is about spirituality as well, higher education, religion. So to me, it's like you're heading on this pilgrimage of self-discovery in order, there's something inside of you. There are messages that are coming in to you, and this is probably why you're seeing a lot of the butterflies, and Spirit is wanting you to channel that out. So you might have been drawn to start a YouTube channel or start a TikTok or some sort of platform or a book to channel certain messages in order to uplift a certain type of group or humanity as a whole. You have a lot of messages that are coming through and you need to channel them out. So for some of you, you might have been writing a book or starting a platform, and Spirit is saying like you have this luck on your side. Don't allow the naysayers or even your own ego to stop you from channeling the messages that need to come out, whether it reaches only one individual or it reaches a million. Your voice, your messages are of importance here. Okay, so you also have the 6 of Cups here, and the 6 of Cups talks about, like, for one, it's gift giving here. And I feel too, this is giving me very inner child here. And that's why we also pulled the butterfly, because it talks about playfulness and joy. I feel that you have embarked on a journey of self-healing, especially when it comes to your inner child here, and you are giving a gift. You're passing down a gift here of knowledge, especially when it comes to emotions, in order to share that with other individuals, in order to bring in healing. Especially here with the Hierophant, like this right here, this card of Pride is giving me like a boss energy. So I feel like you are meant to be a leader here. Pile number 3, you're meant to be a leader. Don't shy away from it. Okay, you definitely have a mission here on Earth, and it's time for you to step on into this leadership role. And it's scary. It's kind of scary, but you definitely have what it takes to be this energy here. You also got the 2 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups is a romance card for me, but it is also about unity as well. And I feel like as I pour onto your cup, you pour onto my cup. So I feel like you are going to find your soul tribe during this transformation, this metamorphosis for you, that you're going to find people who fill in your cup and that you fill in their cup. Okay, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, all aces are inspired of new beginnings or beginnings here, and this is something tangible, something that you can grasp in your hand. And so not only is not only is this transformation bringing in luck, it's bringing in, it's manifesting in the physical world, that you are going to start seeing, and you might be seeing your platform growing, or you might attract more abundance in your life. Definitely this could be a source of income for you. If you do decide to create a platform, such as like a book or a website or even a business, when it comes to this spiritual journey that you are about to embark here. But the Ace of Pentacles is definitely something tangible, something that is, it's a seed that is waiting to grow. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to grow this, because it's going to bring in such beautiful, 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 abundant and grounding energy into your life. And it's waiting for you to just plant it and watch it grow, because you have such a powerful spirit team behind you who are wanting you and encouraging you to transition and transform into this beacon of light for the collective. Yeah, you are a beacon of light. You are a lighthouse here for many, many people. So that's why I was referring to, like in my head, that a moth to a flame. You are literally a flame that's going to be attracting so many individuals that need your wisdom and guidance in this lifetime. Okay. Wow. You're very powerful, pile number 3. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it with some words of encouragement and love from Spirit, and we'll leave it at that. Oh, let's see. Words of love and encouragement. You got focus. The dark. Take a moment to sit under the stars, speckled sky, listening to crickets and breathing in the cool night air. This is also reminding me of the dark night of soul. So you might have been coming out, or you might be coming out of the dark night of the soul, and you are carrying a lot of wisdom with you. And I feel like Spirit is communicating with you in so many ways, especially here with the crickets, because crickets are also signifiers of wisdom and of messages being brought out here. And I feel like you have been in your cocoon, and you have mastered what it is that you needed to master, and it's time for you to bring forth the knowledge that you have obtained and help other people out here. I want to leave one more. Let's see, one more for pile number 3. You got focus, expand. Growth is often uncomfortable and messy but necessary, which kind of reminds me of when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon. The caterpillar turns into mush, and then it sits there, and then it eventually morphoses into this butterfly. And I feel whatever you have been going through has been worth it. As painful as and uncomfortable as it was and can be, it was necessary, because you are here to uplift humanity. And at the bottom of the deck, you got the Sun. Rise to the occasion. Rise to what the mission is here. And the mission here for you, pile number 3, is to rise, to be a beacon of light, a flame, a lighthouse to a massive collective that needs your guidance. Okay, I'm gonna leave that here for you, and I will see you in another reading. Bye.